And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. We are going right into the winter sports season, which means soccer and, of course, basketball. For basketball, we had a CIF champion last season. That was the Aquinas boys basketball team, your CIF Southern Section Division 3A champions. They've got a lot of guys back, and head coach Daryl Pegram really likes this squad. It could be another special season, but they've got a very tough non-league schedule, plus the Ambassador League is really good for boys basketball. Here is Aquinas Hoops on Sports Weekly on IEMG. Are you excited about the start of the season? Because I feel like each year's, to some degree, a blank canvas, right? I know you got some guys coming back, but every year feels like a fresh start, right?
Absolutely, man. We got 10 new faces this year. We're really excited about our freshman class. I think we have an awesome freshman class who are the future of Aquinas basketball. And so we're hoping to groom them and, we'll see how these guys grow and progress all 4 years. We have a few transfers. We won't be able to see them until after December 26th. So it's just those guys are chomping at the bit to play. So, when it's their time to play, so they'll be ready to play. But with all these new faces, man, it's a blank slate, and we're starting all over from scratch. We have 2 senior returners. We have 2 junior returners. And so we're just trying to put it all together and mix that pot like gumbo,
Hopefully you'll have a winning recipe right at the end of the season. Well, Coach, talk about some of the players that graduated. I mean, Malachi Jones, LJ Hall. I mean, we're talking about maybe the best backcourt in the area. Man. So you got guys coming back, but like you said, a lot of fresh faces. So is it going to be this year's team going to look like a pretty good blend of like returners and some young guys that might see some significant minutes maybe?
Absolutely. The young guys are going to see minutes. And then the returners, they've grown up a little bit. They've gotten a little bit bigger. They've gotten stronger. Now they have big shoes to fill in the 2 guys you just named, and LaRon Hall Jr. and Malachi Jones, because those 2 dudes, everything that they brought to the team, they didn't get from the coaching staff. That was ingrained in them, and those dudes were just 2 elite competitors, 2 elite young men, and they played so hard, and that's what we're trying to get these young guys to understand, that a lot of times it's not about X's and O's, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And it's about how hard you compete and how hard you're willing to push yourself and your teammates to not lose. And we miss those guys. We're happy for those guys. They're both in college right now. LJ's at Morehouse University. Malachi's playing football at Mount Sac. They're doing great. They come back to see us. We were able to see them last month at our ring ceremony. And we miss those guys, but hey, we got to turn the page. We got to keep pushing.
All right, let me go to Coach Clark because, Coach Pegram, you were telling me he's the player development and strength and conditioning coordinator. So like you said, you need some Jimmies and Joes out there too. I mean, you can coach your tail off, but you need some players out there. You need some dogs, and they've got to be strong and fit, right? They got to have that stamina. So Coach Clark, what are you doing right now to help these guys be ready for that first game of the year?
Well, we do a lot of focusing on explosive movement, being able to move weight around, understanding our body movements and things like that, being able to get off the ground quickly, being able to go laterally at a high level varsity pace, because our schedule are all big dogs. And so in order to compete with the big dogs, you got to look like a big dog. So we're in the weight room regularly. They love it. They're enjoying their time in there, and you'll see the results. Once we get out on that floor, we'll put the results to test.
Coach Pegram, let me go back to you because, I mean, I assume you're running the program at Aquinas like as if it was a college program, right? So when these guys get to the next level, they're not caught off guard. They're like, hey, I've been doing this. I've been doing this the last several years at Aquinas High School. Is that fair to say?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And to piggyback on what Coach Clark said, it's a mindset. And so we really test our players mentally and emotionally as well, because we know to play at the next level, we know to win a CIF championship, we know to just be a well-rounded young man, you have to be emotionally mature and you have to be mentally mature. And that's the biggest test, is getting these young men to understand that being in a college level program, you don't have free time. Right? We have study hall every day. We have film session every day. We have social emotional development classes that we do every day with the boys. We have classroom sessions that we do every day. And we wanted to, when we took over the program a year and a half ago, we said we wanted to be the premier player development program in the area. And what that entails is running it like a college program. Right? And so these young men have to get used to the schedule of it all. They have to get used to the classroom environment. We treat basketball here at this school the same way we treat science class, the same way we treat AP calculus. This is an AP course. You are taking an AP course in basketball at Aquinas, and we believe that, and we strive for that, and we work on that every day, and we realize it takes time. It takes a lot of time. It's a process, and we're not going to rush our kids. We're not going to rush ourselves. We're not going to deviate from the plan. We know when you plant seeds, they need water, they need sunlight, they need good soil to grow, but most importantly, they need time to grow. And so we are a patient program. We are a developmental program. We showed that last year. We went into playoffs with 17 losses, 5 games under 500, but we had a plan from the beginning, and that was to peak at the right time, mature at the right time, and keep slowly developing and realizing that it's not the first one out the gate that wins the race. It's how you finish, not how you initially drive.
Well, Coach, you mentioned that championship, a 3A championship last year in the CIF Southern section for the returning players, at least. I mean, how much do you guys still talk about that, and how much of it is just, hey, this is a new team, this is a new season, we got to, look ahead, we can't look back. I mean, because of course, you want to be, celebrate that 3A championship, but that seems like a long time ago now.
Yeah, we turn the page. It's over with. It's done. It's done. We do take lessons from it. We take lessons from the journey. We don't take lessons from the championship per se. We take lessons from how we got there, and how we progressed to that point. But for the most part, we hardly talk about it. We turn the page. We had our ring ceremony. It's over. And plus, for the new guys that are here, it's unfair for them to continuously talk about what we did last year, or what the team did last year, or what LJ did last year, or what Malachi did last year. It's not fair to those young men. So we try to talk about it at a bare minimum. We do use key points. Hey, you know what? We did this well last year, and this helped us be successful. So we'll say that every now and then, but it's over with, man. It's done. It's done, and it's time to go get another one. And that's how we feel. And it's time to go get another one at a higher division. And most importantly, it's time to get guys to college. Our ultimate goal and ultimate dream is signing day for us. We want to see young men putting their name on that dotted line, going to college, signing that national letter of intent.
What do you think it's going to take to win another CIF championship? I mean, like you mentioned, you 3A last year. I mean, who knows? You guys might be in a higher division this upcoming season, depending how the regular season goes. But what do you think it's going to take to do it again?
Failure. It's going to take failure and learning. Our schedule last year was brutal. Our schedule this year is brutal. We put on the board for the boys yesterday in our classroom session yesterday. We're facing 9 Division I teams this year, either 9 Division I or Open Division teams. We're playing Damien. We're playing Orange Lutheran. We start off with Rancho Cucamonga, and then the following week we see Etowanda, we see Summit. We play Fairmont Prep, who are CIF champions. We're in the Damien Classic, moving up a division in the Damien Classic. We're playing Heritage Christian. We're playing all these schools because we know we have a saying in our program: win or get beat, but never lose. We may get beat on that scoreboard because the team may be better better than us, but we don't never lose. We never not compete. We never not give our best effort. And most importantly, we never not learn from it. And so we're going to have to go. Guys say they want to go to college and play in college. All right, let's go play dudes that are going there. Let's go play dudes that have signed their scholarship letters already. And let's see what you do. And then if we come up short, we'll learn from it, go back to the drawing board, and we'll get better from it. So to get back there, it's going to take failure. And it's going to take learning from that failure and not being emotional about that failure and being a man about it and continuously striving to get better. We say every day, get better. Like I told you in our last interview, we believe in our 3 Ps: prayer, preparation, and performance. We're going to pray, we're going to prepare, and we're going to go out there and perform. And we realize and we know we can go out there and perform our best and still lose on that scoreboard, still get beat on that scoreboard. We don't see that as losing. We see that as getting beat, and we can learn from getting beat.
It could be another big year for the Aquinas boys basketball team. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Sports Weekly. My name is Pep Fernandez. Give this video a like and subscribe to the Inland Empire Media Group YouTube channel. 10,000 subscribers and counting. We'll see you next time on Sports Weekly on IEMG.